This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael, I'm stuck alone in a theater, and this is a review of Chasing Ghosts, a short film by Eric Bendick released back in 2019. It's a documentary following three ecologists as they spend several years in Florida investigating the ghost orchid flower and how it's able to reproduce, specifically trying to identify its pollinator. The scientific process is shown in a good amount of detail, with plenty of images of the wetlands and their native inhabitants. In fact, the highlight of the film seems to be the drone shots and close-ups of the Floridian wetlands, as well as high-speed photography and videography of the animals. It leans the film's subject matter away from the actual research and methodology, and more towards creating a visual spectacle. This isn't unwelcome since it succeeds in bringing the viewer into the environment, but it forces the actual story into repeating small bits of redundant information due to being spread thin over the running time. However, the editing of the film keeps things smooth enough that this does not become a real problem. There's a clear progression of events and no hard jumps through time or between locations that would disorient a viewer. It effectively takes hours of video captured over 3 years and puts it all together into a condensed package, and in such a way that it all feels like the events had only happened over the course of weeks. The information being shared is coherent, and you come away having learned something about ghost orchids and how they proliferate, though whether or not this information is worth retaining remains to be seen. I do feel that the music used for the short is somewhat out of place for a film primarily focused on nature. While it helps create a sense of grandeur and majesty, it also masks out most of the actual natural sound of the environment. It prevents a full immersion in the Florida wetlands and instead leads viewers into becoming overwhelmed by what they see and hear. This doesn't necessarily hinder the film in any way, but it's also not an overall benefit. At the end of the day, Chasing Ghosts is an educational short meant to showcase the beauty and mystery inherent in nature, and it does so effectively. But it's more of a visual showcase than a meaningful source of information, leaving the work of ecologists behind in favor of pretty images and bombastic music. And by doing so, it holds back the film's story, the subjects, and the message that they wish to bring. Chasing Ghosts, Eric Bendick, 2019, 3 stars. I'd still give it a watch if I were you. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments, leave a like if you want, subscribe for more reviews, ring a bell, and get me out of this place, please.